So Kyrsten Sinema is teaching a class at Arizona State University. And we just learned, I think thanks to Ken Klippenstein, who, by the way, will be on Crystal Kyle and Friends this week. We just learned that she is teaching a class on fundraising. This is too perfect. Guys, throw that article up there, and I want to walk everybody through it. This is really something. So let's start at the top right there. You see the headline. Senator Kyrsten Sinema is literally teaching a course on fundraising. The senator is educating Arizona State University students on her forte, asking for money. So now let's back to the left-hand side of the screen here. All students hope to learn from the top experts in their field. Graduate students at Arizona State University have an unusual opportunity this fall to do just that, where Senator Kyrsten Sinema is teaching a course on getting rich people to give you money. She is good at that. The course, titled Developing Grants and Fundraising, is one of two classes Sinema is teaching this fall at Arizona State University School of Social Work. The syllabus, which was obtained by The Intercept, says students will, quote, learn diverse fundraising strategies for nonprofits, as well as, quote, how to cultivate donors, including large individual donors, by leveraging resources like opportunistic fundraising, finding supporters for major fundraising events, and, well, quote, asking for money. The outline identifies key course concepts such as corporate giving, political strategy, influence, and power, as well as more socially conscious terms like discrimination, oppression, and privilege. One of the required books is Fundraising for Social Change. Ironic in light of Sinema's attempts to ensure things like corporate tax rates remain unchanged. A spokesperson for Sinema did not respond to a request for comment. And now we go back to the right-hand side underneath the title. Fundraising is a subject the Arizona senator knows a thing or two about, having raised eye-popping sums of money from groups opposed to some $920,000 in campaign contributions from said groups, according to an analysis by Accountable.us, a watchdog group that monitors corporate lobbying. In the past 2 years, she has received tens of thousands of dollars in maxed-out contributions from private equity partners and investment firm CEOs who stand to lose in the event of a tax hike on corporations or the rich, as The Intercept reported last month. Sinema recently told colleagues that she would not accept any corporate tax or income tax increases, the New York Times reported. Okay. This is almost too perfect and too on the nose. Kyrsten Sinema is a cartoon of corruption. She is the living embodiment of it. She is quintessential Washington, D.C. rotten insider. That's what she is. And a lot of those facts there are astonishing. And again, you're not hearing it anywhere in mainstream media. CNN, MSNBC, gone. Nightly news, gone. Nobody's telling you except The Intercept and independent outlets like the Daily Poster, David Sirota. They're the only ones who are saying, hey, by the way, I thought the number was 750,000. Apparently, since I blinked, it went up hundreds of thousands more. What was it, 920,000 or something like that? That's what Kyrsten Sinema is taking from industries that are lined up against the Build Back Better bill, which includes, amazing provisions such as child tax benefit, universal pre-K, paid family leave, paid medical leave, lower prescription drug costs, so on and so forth. And by the way, the other thing about that article, which is hilarious, is it is perfect Kyrsten Sinema, because as they talk about influence and money and power and how to raise money from corporations and big donors, what do they say? The syllabus also has lines about diversity and inclusion. Classic Kyrsten Sinema. She has hidden behind her identity more than any politician ever. I am a bisexual, wine-drinking triathlete. Therefore, don't criticize me lest you be a bigot. And of course, mainstream media falls for it. You saw the headlines. We showed you the Axios article. We showed you other mainstream publications and what they wrote. She marches to the beat of her own drum. That's a real interesting way of saying she took hundreds of thousands of dollars from Big Pharma and then killed lower drug prices. So, I mean, guys, I hate to say it, but it's true. Every time people lean heavily on the identity stuff, it is to distract you from the policy substance stuff. And also, what low-hanging fruit? How easy is it to be like, I'm for gay rights, and I'm for trans rights, and I'm for treating people equally and fairly. And like, that's not enough to make you a good politician. Those things are obvious. You can say those things, but then if you're going to be against universal pre-K and paid family leave and lower drug prices, you're not really in favor of those groups, because guess what? Gay people have medical bills too. You know, minority communities have medical bills too. They need paid time off as well. They need universal pre-K as well. So it's this posturing and this shielding herself, using her identity to hide from her corruption. But this is an instance at the school that she teaches where she's letting it all hang out. Come to my class and you can learn how to be corrupt as well. Thank you. I'm Kyrsten Sinema. Guys, listen. There was a big scandal because people followed her in the bathroom to protest her. What's the bigger crime? For 30 seconds violating decorum and civility and following her into the bathroom to protest for substantive policies, or taking hundreds of thousands of dollars from Big Pharma to kill lower drug prices, which, by the way, in turn, people will die as a result of that. People ration insulin in this country and then die. We've covered the stories. So spare me your fake outrage. Oh, for 30 seconds, a corrupt senator was slightly uncomfortable. I don't care. I don't care. I care about the people who are being harmed because she's corrupt. She decided to sell out in order to get paid to screw the American people. So credit to Ken Klippenstein, credit to The Intercept for this phenomenal article. It's too perfect. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.